Hello out there. This is Mr. Corcoran with hopefully a 5-minute video. And we are looking here at the this is the old rep sheet. And the old rep sheet looks this way because that's what our blue rep sheet used to look like. It used to have horizontal lines, it was a grid. But I realized that wasn't working for some students for a lot of reasons. So now the revised version looks more like this because that's what the students write down. The students write down this, and what I'll do is I'll put it here on our web page and with more explanations. For example, the writing here, it says all the students did today was write that down. So when they go home, if they say they're going to write and they can't remember what the end of the best is or what I know about World War II, more information will be provided there. Same thing with reading. Reading, they drew three people here, and the reason they did that is I want them to focus as they read Journey to Topaz or as they listen to it during on the read aloud on our YouTube channel. The YouTube channel has a playlist. I moved this playlist to the top here. So if students, if you don't have your book, you can just listen along to me as I read that. What else? Oh, for math, the one thing about this format is students, I won't be putting links here to IXL, but that's okay. I don't know how helpful that was anyway. So the math for this week, the IXL, the first lesson for this week is P7, and it's a number line addition fraction. So 7/10 plus another 1/10 is 8/10. 3/5 plus another 1/5 is 4/5. Pretty straightforward for P7. P8 takes away the number line, and I almost called it a vinculum, but I think, or maybe that line is called the vinculum. I can't recall. But 1/3 plus 1/3 is 2, and then it's that /3, 2/3. Same thing, so that'll be 3/4. Spoiler alert. Here for subtraction, the one thing I wish IXL did was instead of this, this doesn't make sense to all learners. Instead, I wish it was more like if you had sixth, let's see how I do here. If you start off with 5/6, those are not sixths, but you know what I mean. So class, if you have 5/6, if all this is filled in, and then you change your mind and say, no, I want to get rid of 2 of them. So you get rid of this, get rid of this. I think for a lot of learners, this is more helpful visually. So hopefully class, you see that that's 3 out of 6. And ta-da, same idea. And maybe students, if you want, I don't know if you need to, but if you want, you could, if you have 7/8 and you get rid of this one and that one, that leaves you with 5/8. Now, the more you kind of ignore the pictures anyway, because when you want to, I don't know if P10 does this, but 3/6 minus 2/6 is a sixth, and so on. Yeah, so that's it for math and reading. On the back, so there's 2 on the rep sheets here. There's a backside, which we did today. And the flip of this is getting ready for, it says getting ready for the Smarter Balanced Assessment, which is the computer assessment. All 4th graders will be completing this year in a couple months, or a couple weeks, a month or so. So in here, I told the class SB 67 through 74. And they can absolutely, if I told the class they can work together in class, they can work together with other students. This is, a lot of these are content areas that we haven't done yet. Geometry we haven't done. We're doing fractions and decimals right now. Rotational symmetry and angles we haven't done yet, but there's a lot of, we do some art shape activities in class to teach that. So that'll be happening in the coming weeks. And then speaking of the coming weeks, the Kid That's Me and Student That's Me, that's a separate tab, I believe. No, that's this letter I'm going to send you. Oh, for goodness sake. All right, so let me find Kid That's Me. All right, Kid That's Me, Kevin. All right, so the Kid That's Me is a project where the students explore and celebrate who they are as a kid, not a student necessarily. So they have this page, which is games. So I want them to write about their 3 favorite games. I chose Uno, Connect 4, and Scrabble. And students, you could choose any games you want. I also want the kids to write about toys. And the toys, they can choose any 3 toys they want. And again, students, you're writing what you like about it, and also try to be persuasive if you can and say, these are cool, you should check them out, or something like that. And then the last thing is going to be food, which I don't have a slideshow for food yet, but a lot of the students, one in particular, has done a food slideshow, and we're using Memoji videos to narrate, to narrate the slide. So that's extra, when students go above and beyond. It's fun to support them in class and go above and beyond. We will be doing a parallel? I use the flip a coin, 2 sides to a coin. So there's a student that's your child, and there's the child themselves. The student is all about things that we do at school. The students are expected to talk about math, to talk about their kinder buddies, and again, like this, we would like the kinder buddies and the math to have a slideshow that it links to. And this is by no means, this is something they don't have to do at home. They can do it at home if they understand it. But if it's difficult, by all means, students, that's why we do collaborative work in here. And wow, yeah, that's everything from the rep sheet. Wow, pretty cool. Okay, those are the big things. Hope you're all doing well. I went over 5 minutes, but so it goes. Aloha, au revoir.